Hello and welcome to the Beacon of Light services, the writing services for all that your needs are. We're going to talk about developmental coaching and editing. Now, why do I say coaching with this? This is where this service is a little bit different. Many old traditional developmental editors will have you write a whole bunch of your stuff, your work, right? It's like right there. You've written and written and written. You've got a whole bunch of things. And then you send it off to a developmental editor. They look through it and they rearrange, see where the challenges are, talk to you about this. And what ends up happening is that you kind of get this new structure, a new flow, a new book. There's nothing wrong with that. It just isn't as good of a time saver. Wouldn't you like to have had that at the beginning? So this is where it's a little bit different. Before I get into this, let's share a little bit of a story. And we're going to talk about Ashton. So Ashton, he is a business owner. He has a huge message that's going to vet him in the industry, and his dreams of finishing a book are just right there. But wait, he really hasn't actually started writing yet. So he wants to know how to really get this thing started. He wants a coach, and he's heard about a developmental editor. And like I said, the traditional way is write a whole bunch of stuff first, then send it off. Then they know what it is that you're talking about and can change everything. Well, he wants to start that at the beginning and not towards this middle or end. So in Ashton's case, what I offer the offers and services I provide are a 2 hour kind of power hour where we will look at the outline. And we'll talk about this in detail. But with a strong structure in place, then Ashton has an idea and a direction that's 85% like set up. The framework is there. Then he has that 15%, as things shift and change as writing actually, it happens in writing, but he now has a flow. He know where he can go to. If he wants to start at the ending chunk because it's all right there in his brain, go ahead. We know where that's going to be placed in the book. If he wants to start at the front, if he wants to start in the middle, we know where the middle is. We know where the beginning is. We know where the ending is. And this is what's really, really supportive of a great developmental editor and coach. So, with this, let's talk about all of the things that can happen. All right. Like I mentioned in the little story, the outline. I know many people are like, yeah, I get it. So, what my outline is 22 key points that talk also about your structure, the flow, where it is you want to go with it, and your competition and what's already out there so that you have an eye on that. It also is going to give some samples about how to put this together, your table of contents, which is that running ticker, like I say, to go and check to see where am I at? What do I need to work on today? That key 22-point outline is amazing. Next is the framework. What are we going to be working within? Will that bring us clarity, readability, fact checking? All of that is my job as the developmental coach and editor. So, as we've put together the outline, your turn to get started in writing. And as you write, we can connect and you send me the information, what you've already written. We can make sure it's clear, it's readable, and the facts are checked. We're also going to look at tense, the audience, the continuity, right? If we're switching between past and present tense, maybe within the stories that you're writing, those kinds of things. All of that's going to be happening in the the developmental coaching as we're going through this. So, what are the benefits? Let's talk about it. Here are the benefits. So, as your coach, I have your back. I'm highly invested in this message. So, in that investment, I want to make sure that what your work is doing is following on what it is that you had asked me to help you with. I want your work to be amazing, awesome. It's not about me, it's all about you and the readers and what they need. Through this process, we end up building a relationship because I really care about you and your book. It's really important that you feel confident in what it is that you have done. The pinpoints that I can help you with is really clarifying that message and the story. Is it working? Is it not working? So it gives time to think about it. You might have a whole list. This is part of the outline where we talk about a story catcher. And in the story catching, that's the piece that's super important. we can get all of that put together. I'm going to help you find clarity and connection to your reader and make your book stand out because the story is what's going to lead it through. Whatever key points you have, whatever your message is, if it's not connected with story, readers aren't going to remember. So, really important to have all of that put together in one place. So, those are the things that a developmental coach and editor can help you with. So, click the link wherever it is and join that if that's the service that you need. We'll talk soon. Oh, wait. A huge other benefit, you get a line and copy edit for free with that. Best still on the planet. Sure is. All right, we'll talk soon.